Lost Chronicles of Zerzura.
Hello gamers, and welcome to Miss and Mr. Maxwell play The Lost Chronicles of Zerzura?
Are you okay? You sound a little intoxicated.
I don't know, when I start talking...
It was jumbled.
Yeah, I know.
Zerzura.
This is an adventure game that we just saw on Steam. We like the style of it. It takes place, I believe it's in Spain.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in Barcelona, Spain, but everyone has English accents, and some guy's a Mexican, so it's really just full flavor.
I think it's a Spaniard, but whatever.
Spaniard.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Spaniard.
Spaniard. Apparently he spans. Okay, anyway.
Spans.
But yeah, there's, like, puzzles and dialogue.
It's a point and click. There's like a lot of things to click on. It's very interactive, and I quite like it.
Let's get going on it.
The woman's screams echoed through the house. They joined the cacophony of screams that could be heard around the city. The Inquisition had arrived, hunting like a lion. Non-believers had to be found. Yet another scream could be heard, different from the others, younger, much younger. Susanna had done it. She'd borne her second son. The Inquisitor had arrived and wanted to see her, whose home was so far away and whose heart was so heavy. Susanna knew he had been searching for her for months, and without her sacrifice, he would even take her children. Her companion understood. Tabit loved her. She could trust him with her children. The door burst open. There he was, the Inquisitor. She knew Gonzalo only too well, and she feared him. Susanna knew what he wanted. The key. He was looking for the others, too. She knew that. But she would never give them up. Yet another scream echoed through the city.
Test Flight 19. The safety net is secure. The weather is on our side, even if it is a bit too windy. The invention is ready up on the hill.
You are testing my patience, Morales.
We'll be underway in no time, Senor Conde. I'll speak briefly to Conde and my brother. Then we'll begin our test flight.
Alright. Tip system. Beginning of the game. If you don't wish to receive any guidance, deactivate the additional help and something. Okay. So I guess these are tips up here. And Miss Maxwell had a meltdown during the cinematic.
I apologize. I was having technical difficulties and I couldn't keep it together.
Alright, so basically we're out here just doing a test flight of this little flight machine, and this guy's a douchebag.
El Conde, our esteemed count and only client. A miser on whose money and benevolence we are reliant. Senor Conde?
What?
Everything is ready for our first test flight.
I hope it's clear that it is the flight, not the test, that I'm paying for.
Absolutely clear.
And that your sacrilegious inventions could land you before the court of the Inquisition.
We know that.
Then perhaps you also know that the Count of Florence has increased his wager and has employed a certain Da Vinci.
Da Vinci. Perhaps you mean the Da Vinci who's better known for body snatching for what he calls anatomical studies than for craftsmanship in building flying machines.
The very one. And I hope that you are soon more well known for your practical successes than your impractical theories.
I hope so too, Conde. I assure you that you've backed the right horse with us.
If it's a flying horse, yes. Otherwise, you'll spend the rest of your lives trotting around on a Spanish donkey.
We'll do it.
I expect nothing less.
Yep, he's a douchebag.
Quick bit of information, this is taking place in the 1500s.
Is it?
It is.
Oh, okay. History buff.
My brother Ramon. I hope he didn't eat too much for breakfast. Ramon,
Yes, Fyodor?
today we are going to crack it, Ramon. Today we take off. This is our day.
It'll be fine. I have my talisman with me.
Everything's perfect. The hill is steep enough and the wind is blowing favorably.
Anything that doesn't end like last time is a success. The grazes have only just healed.
We can swap if you like, but then you'll have to explain the technology behind it to the Count.
And you'll have to overcome your vertigo.
I'm not scared of heights. It's just a kind of nausea
That you get when the air is thin. It's fine. The stars are aligned well. That's the main thing.
I went through all the calculations again last night. There's nothing that can go wrong. In theory.
Then let's get going. The Count is waiting.
I just really don't like Ramon's voice. It bothers me. There's zero enthusiasm in it.
Well, of course, he puts everything in God's hands. Why does he have to even try?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, let's start the flight.
You can start when ready. Ramon! Ramon?
I'm alive! A disaster. You two are nothing more than charlatans.
But the invention flew.
Invention? This terrible contraption is only suited as fuel for your funeral pyre.
Please, esteemed Conde, I have many more ideas on how to improve the machine. Think of the money you've already invested.
I'll give you one more week. And if I lose my wager thanks to your incompetence, then I'll make sure that the court of the Inquisition shows interest in your heretical experiments.
He's such a hypocrite. He's investing in it. Alright, so let's go save...
What?
What?
Get a girl.
Alright, anyway, let's go save our brother.
Ramon's guardian angel deserves a medal.
He's just hanging out in his nuts.
Ramon,
sorry?
hold on tight. I'll soon have you out of there.
Good. I thought you were going to just leave me hanging on.
He's just hanging on by his nuts.
Dear brother, what luck! I feared the worst.
Not this time. I'd love to get my feet back on solid ground now.
Yes, of course. I'll get you up here straight away. Just a minute.
Alright. I don't think he wants
Hold
to talk
on.
about it all day.
Yes, hurry up!
I love the passion that's coming into it though.
Yeah, he sounds really
excited.
enthusiastic now.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's tools in the cart. We played a little bit. Spoilers.
Our work.
Whoops. Well, it's their workshop cart. My bad.
They're just terrible.
Our
I am.
tools. Somewhere around here should be... Ah, yes. There's a knife there too. Should be useful. I'll take it.
And rungs. What is a rung? I don't understand what a rung.
The runs is
I
what you
could
get
take the
after you
side
talk
pieces
about.
off and use them as a ladder. But they are very short. Let's see what I can do with these.
I think you're missing a G in there. I never had the rungs before. Sounds really gnarly though. Oh. And now we do the good old point and click item combination. So wait, first I need this.
I don't need the whole net.
Alright, now we do the good old point and click item combination. Like how he just magically makes that. I wish I could make a rope ladder that easily.
Yeah.
Then we put it on the tree or the root.
That should hold.
Gets his broke ass up.
Thank you, brother. You saved me.
I'm sorry. I miscalculated the launch angle. There's something not quite right with the whole construction.
No real harm done. Good that I had my talisman with me.
You really are one of a kind, dear brother. Come, now we have to salvage the flying machine.
I think you'll have to do that on your own. My leg won't hold up.
Oh, is it painful?
Only when I put weight on it. I have to lie down.
Yes,
Be fun if
relax. I'll do this.
It'd be funny if, as you said, they just slapped the shit out of it.
Does this hurt? I hope not.
That's something you would do to me.
I'm pretty sure I've done it before.
I'll take my rope ladder with me. The workshop cart is sure to need its rungs back at some point.
So carts get the runs?
Well, how is it gonna go anywhere?
Why is that so funny? Alright.
Honey.
Take this and make
Could
that.
also cut down the tree to get to the flying machine, but this way is much more dignified for an inventor.
What's he gonna cut it down with anyway? The knife?
Yes. Gonna take all day.
Not in that one Dino Horde game. Just cut logs off with a knife. Oh.
Good. Then let's get the bird down from the tree. Perhaps there's something that can be used again.
Is that extra click for the ladder really necessary?
He wasn't quite sure if he should go up. Technical correction, it's Beast of Prey, not Dino Horde.
Oh, yeah. I get the two mixed up.
Yes, I know.
The test flight was actually a success. It only got a bit out of control. We can sort that out.
Hey, Theodore, I'll help you in a minute. I've got something really important to do first, though.
We've got exactly 1 week before the Count has us put in thumbscrews. I don't think there can be anything that's more important. Hello, Ramon? Always the same. All right then. The invention of the century is going to have to be made by just one genius. And what if the material is too heavy? In theory, wood should also fly, if it has enough lift. A light material would, of course, be better. It's definitely something to do with lift. That's the crux of the matter. But how can we be independent of the wind's changing mood? Da Vinci designed that huge screw. I wonder if he'll manage to screw himself into the air with it. It must be possible, as long as it turns quickly enough. His parachute design isn't bad either, but in the end it'll only get him from up there to down here, not from down here to up there. As long as Da Vinci hasn't found a solution, my chances aren't too bad.
You know, even after the second time of seeing this, Ramon still blends in. Like, at the beginning, I didn't know where he was.
Oh, yeah.
He's all tan,
Yeah.
and he has white hair.
And also, you've been skipping a lot of stuff. You can look around at the environment a lot. It's just we didn't want that beginning part to take forever. But here we have to kind of look at everything. So, surprise, you can hold spacebar. All kinds of things to look at.
This wooden construction is much too heavy. I'm not at all surprised that this thing didn't fly.
And we have to look at some of these.
We used to play catch with this pig's bladder. It's dried and blown up, sturdy and watertight. And I guess it's easier to get into the air than any kind of wood construction. One of our first flying machines. I'm not at all
think it
surprised
says-
that this thing didn't fly.
Oh, okay.
The workshop is directly under this large and heavy wooden hatch.
Or at least try to.
Yeah.
But we have to look at this one.
That's where beautiful Esmeralda lives. She likes to bath with the window open, a most refreshing sight. Sadly, it's been quite a while since she last did.
It's kind of gross.
Yeah, it is. Let's see. Then we go down here and there's oodles of boodles.
The whole construction has to be extremely light and be able to carry a person. A basket like that would be perfect.
A basket, sure.
A leather hose. We only recently had it made. The last one burnt to a cinder on the forge.
You know, I didn't ask this the first time we tested this area, but like, why would you put a leather hose in a forge?
Our workshop cart. We've transported loads of inventions with this. Most recently, it carried the flying machine to the cliffs. The net is still in there. I'll take it.
So, where's the flying machine? Did it turn into a boat?
Magic.
Perhaps I should pick up my old idea of an airship again. It wouldn't need the complete hull. It doesn't have to be waterproof, just the framework. That'd be much lighter too. Covered in fabric, it would create a large surface for the wind. But how to get it in the air? That's only possible with an accelerating force plus a cliff. So, wheels on the bottom again?
Alrighty.
The vacuum balls didn't work. Then perhaps the complete opposite. More air. The more the better. With a wind generator under the wings?
You know, if he kept on that train of thought, he might have made something like the Wright brothers. What are they called? The ones that in America that made the actual airplane planes.
Uh-huh.
If he kept that train of thought, he might have made that.
That's a little smelting furnace for smelting metals in an airtight space. Let's see. Yes, there are still some embers in there. It should be able to withstand a fair amount of heat.
Why is it called smelting and not melting?
Because it... I don't know. It's
It
kind
bothers-
of like
it bothers
melting.
me. Don't click that.
Don't we need that? Oh.
Wait, maybe.
I know we need this
Fishing
one.
rods are made of light and supple wood. The perfect material for wings. Or perhaps a whole airship.
Anvil.
There's still a lump of calamine on the anvil. That should be in the mineral cupboard.
There's just so much stuff to click on in here.
Pretty ridiculous, but
Unfortunately, that's all I've got at the moment.
What was that, 2 pennies? 3 pennies? 3 copper coins. Fucking Boris.
Are those my pliers? They seem to turn up all over the place.
Kind of like me and my knockout drinks.
I'm sorry, what now?
His pliers end up all over the place, just like
Oh.
me and my knockout drinks. I think I should look at this letter.
Yeah.
Uncle Tabbit sent this letter a couple of weeks ago.
My dear Ramon, my trip to North Africa was successful, and I shall shortly be back in our wonderful Barcelona. I found an extremely interesting artifact there. It would appear to be only part of a larger piece, but I think you will find it very precious nonetheless. When I'm back in town, you can come and pick it up from my shop whenever you like. Farewell. Uncle Tubbit, Valencia, 7th of April, 1514.
So one thing is,
Yeah, here's the issue. It's not saying that sentence.
yeah, he said it might be even bigger, part of a bigger piece, but here it says made of glass. So
I really couldn't figure out why it was so off in my own head the first time. And that's why.
So yeah, I guess it's both. Maybe it's made of glass and part of a larger piece. Maybe
I
I don't know.
One would normally expect an inventor to note down ideas for inventions. But my brother is a little bit different.
The Ankh. Crux ansata in Latin, Egyptian symbol for life and also immortality. The uraeus, more or less, means the rearing one. A rearing cobra that Egyptian gods often wear on their foreheads. The uraeus spits fire or poison and punishes those who do not obey the god. It's often associated with a goddess who is supposed to have the head of a lion.
All right
super cool.
then. Let's see. He doesn't really say anything useful.
Yeah, he kind of does though.
Should I talk to him?
Yeah.
There's my dear brother. As always, his
Wait.
thoughts are of a secret Egyptian city from whence all the things that he works on day in and day out perhaps, or perhaps do not come. Ramon? Are you dreaming of utopia again?
I'm searching for it, yes. One day you'll be thankful for this.
For what? That you spend precious working time cleaning artifacts?
That I never lost sight of our goal.
Which goal?
I don't quite know exactly. That's why I'm searching for it.
Okay.
Could you give me a hand, please?
Later, I have to put this mask together first.
We have to get the flying machine finished. We only have 6 days until the Count sets those torturing fiends on us. I'll be off then.
He just doesn't give a fuck about anything.
It really doesn't.
Let's see.
So yeah, we need to go to...
Hey, what about this?
A lathe. You can bore holes in wood with it.
Oh.
It's powered by a foot pedal.
Come on, babe. Why don't you know where the lathe is?
That's what a lathe is? Huh. Let's see if we got everything yet. This is where you put the ideas together. Oh, we do have everything. So let's see if we can remember how to do this. Hey!
That's it. A huge leather bladder full of air. A couple of wings to steer it and a basket for the pilot. Next, I need to get hold of the construction materials. Supple wood, a whole load of leather, and a large basket. Hopefully I can find all that quickly.
And
Alrighty.
that's about as far as we got.
Yep.
After we walk out the store, that's literally it.
Theodore? If you're going out, then pop in at Tabit's place. He's supposed to get back from Africa today, and I'm sure he's brought me something again.
You mean some old mouldy tree root in the shape of an antique vase?
That, or a precious artifact. Thank you, my brother.
Alright, so that'll probably be it for this episode. After that, we're gonna venture, or after we come back, we're gonna venture off into the town, get all the ingredients or materials for the balloon thing, or see if we can, and yeah, till next time, right?
Yep.
You're so pretty.
Thank you.
You're welcome.